I mean, it's got to be a great interview with a guy who, in the storied franchise of the Packers, is now sixth ever with more than 8,000 career yards, moving past Paul Hornung and Donald Driver for seventh on the all-time touchdown list. The heart and soul of these Green Bay Packers. Showtime, Aaron Jones. Let's go! I saw pure joy as you ran up the ramp after the Bears win. I see the energy back on the first down celebration. I got to say, being healthy looks good on you.
Thank you. I feel like it's the best look on me as well. Love being back out there on the field, being able to bring that juice. And I think it's, like you said, it's evident through my play.
Aaron, do you sort of appreciate the success and the workload more now after what's happened this season and your time away?
I definitely do enjoy the workload. I feel like, you have to go through some struggle before the storm passes and everything is great, but it's hard times. The tests will come before the good things happen, I feel like. And that's kind of what's happened. I wouldn't trade anything in for the world. I feel like it's made me, it's made our team us, and it's really developed everybody.
Yeah, and you got fresh legs. And you had 20 carries in a game once the first 14 weeks. Now you have 20 plus carries in each of the last three. They are feeding you. How hungry are you this weekend?
I'm starving. I'm starving. uh, I'm starving. I missed the whole season, so I got some making up to do. Like I said, just excited to be back out there, being able to compete and battle with my guys. I feel like I'm a lead by example guy, so I feel like it's best for me to be on the field with them. I feel like I can lead in other ways, but that's the best way.
Hey, do you remember where you had your first 100-yard game?
I believe it was my first start in the Dallas Cowboys Stadium.
Weird. It was in Jerry World. Do you know where you had a 4 touchdown game?
I believe so. That is where I had a 4 touchdown game. My only touchdown. So no.
Yeah, Jerry World, 2-0 all time, 5 touchdowns. I know you were excited when you saw Dallas as your opponent as your first ever wild card weekend was going to take place.
Uh, Definitely excited. I mean, I feel like it didn't matter who it was. I feel like I got back to being healthy and playing at a high level. So whoever it was, I was excited. But it is a little more added excitement going back home to Texas, as it was my childhood team, and then just walking around El Paso, it's a lot of Cowboy fans. So to keep to have a peace of mind for myself.
Aaron, you yelled into a camera in Dallas, "This is my house." You yelled it into the camera. I feel you don't have to say this. I feel like you're about to be the MVP of Wild Card Weekend. Can we at least get a first down celebration right now to get the vibes going? Show me what you got.
Got you. I got you. Let's go. You see, you gotta emphasize. Yeah.
I like when you do it when you're like this. Look, you're like on the like you're like laying
Oh,
down. Sir.
I think that was my favorite one last week when we sealed the game and I rolled over and gave a little one on the ground.
What was special about that one? I feel like that was your I'm so glad I'm back.
Just to seal the game, we were in this situation last year where we win and get in and we didn't handle business, and to be on the other side of that, and it's a lot of hard work that is put in, not just by yourself but by your teammates, coaching staff, and everybody who's carrying that G. So just to come out on the other side of that, and you're back healthy and kind of things are going your way and you're like trending up, it's a great feeling. And coach called me to the sideline and he told me what play we were going to run, and he was like, "Stay in bounds. We get this first down, game's over." So as soon as I got the first down, I knew it was over and to the playoffs.
You're the OG, youngest team to make the party. You're leading them along. You're the key to scoring points. You're the key to time of possession and keeping Dallas from scoring points. You're the weapon for success in this matchup. What is your message to this young team in getting ready?
Nobody expected us to be here. We don't got nothing to lose. Come out, shoot or shoot. Let's play our game. We've been playing at a high level the past couple weeks. Once we figured ourselves out, communicating, just playing as one across the board, and then just read some of those receipts that people were talking about when they counted us out. I feel like that's one of the things that keeps us going. When people don't believe in you, but the people around you who's been putting in that work know what you're capable of is special.
You talk a lot about historically looking at receipts, keeping receipts. Are you a printed? Are you a screenshot it? Are you a texting people stuff? Like, what do you got?
I used to be a screenshotter until I started running out of storage in my phone, so went out and deleted some of that. But it's stuff from maybe a year or two ago, and there's no point in calling this person out on it.
Yeah.
Um, they see what you did, or you know what I mean. So just take the high road on that. But no, I do need to get something just printed out and start posting it on walls, and
Yeah.
because like I said, it's the ultimate great feeling when people have counted you out or doubted you, and you overcome that. You block it out. You listen to the people who are around you. Like for instance, our season when we were down, people were, oh, they're done. And I told the guys in the locker room, I was like, let's stick together. That's all that's gonna matter is the people in this locker room. Block out the outside noise, block out those articles, anything. And if you're not on the mindset of we still, not that we still have a chance, but that we can still make the playoffs, then you,
Yeah.
you shouldn't be here.
I mean,
That's,
you were making your impact on this locker room even when you weren't suiting up and playing out there. Now you've got both going on. It's amazing. It's not your first playoff, but it is your first playoff without Aaron Rodgers, without Devontae Adams. I read that John Runyon said this team feels very different. How is it different in the locker room?
I feel like we're just closer. We all hang out, we all spend time together. We all took that time to, really get to know each other. And you'll go to war, you'll fight for somebody that as a brother. Think about it, your brother, your sister, your best friend, somebody you know. You could be your childhood friend, but you'll go to war with them. You know what you're gonna get out of them. You've been to some of these people's homes. You've been to like where they're from. You know their backgrounds. I think that goes a lot into it when you're strapping up the helmets and you're playing and you're relying on the other 10 people out there with you.
I feel like in the Rodgers, Devontae Adams, Aaron Jones, Jamal Williams era, even with when McCarthy was there, like there was a lot of pressure. Like the pressure was win the Super Bowl. It wasn't get into the playoffs, play on wild card weekend. But you still want a ring. Like you still is the pressure, is the heat on you more or less than before?
I would say still on us. This is title town. It's always expected to, win a Super Bowl. We're not just happy with getting into the playoffs. We actually expect it to be here. And you can go back and look, even when at the beginning of the season when people were doubting us, oh, they're not going to be good, they're not going to be anything. We truly believe that we would be here where we are. And I think that is also one of the reasons why we're here.
You mentioned Green Bay, you mentioned Lombardi, the expectation. You're going up against your former coach. It's a cute storyline. You haven't seen him probably since last year when he dressed up as Vince Lombardi at Lambeau. What will you say to him when you see him on the field?
Just good to see you. So I'm about the game, about the action. We can, I don't know, we can speak after. I don't know, but I'm about the game, and but just really good to see him back on the sidelines coaching again, and it's always good to see a familiar face.
He doesn't want to see you, not with what you do with those Cowboys. But I feel like just speaking of coaches, Mr. LaFleur, I didn't think he got much credit in the other era. And now, the one seeds, the playoff berths, there wasn't a lot of love for Matt. There was a lot of love for the quarterback. What have you learned about what he's made of this year?
Uh, he really knows how to command a team, get guys to play together and play for him and play for each other as well. Like I said, we could have done so many things when we were 2-5, or 3-6. We could have packed up our season. Guys could have started planning the off season, things like that. Um, but he made sure we stayed together, and that's one of the things I mentioned. Us sticking together, blocking everything out. He made sure that that was the case, and he made sure our process was right every day. And he made sure that he stayed on top of us and let us know, hey, the result may not be there yet, but the process is there, and we're improving every game. We're seeing it, and he would sit there and highlight it. And then something negative happens. He's not mother MFing you. He's coaching you up, trying to correct it so it doesn't happen again. And I feel like you said, he doesn't get enough credit for what he's done this year. Look, they say we have the youngest team, but you really couldn't tell, and that's one of the things Green Bay does a good job of, bringing guys in who's ready to play. And that's another thing me and the vets tell them, hey, you're here for a reason. At some point, we're going to need you. And when the opportunity presents itself, make the most of it.
Aaron, all of the receipts from you on Jordan Love come back clean. You've believed, I looked, you've believed from the jump that Jordan Love, this is going to be a star. This is our quarterback. What's the specific moment from this year? And you haven't had a ton of playing time yet. What's the specific moment, either when you're watching the locker room, meeting room, whatever, where you knew that this is the guy and he's special?
I would say the Saints game. I think we were down like 17 or something like that. I wasn't playing that game either, and I'm just there watching, and I see him like pretty much rally the troops, get everybody to kick it in. We come back, and it's like, wow, we came back 17, and then you can see once he got that confidence, and you're like, bro, this guy is a gamer, like gamer.
He's back and he's on his way to a wild card weekend. Your first wild card weekend. Enjoy it, and we'll see a lot of this. First down. Do it again.
First down.
That's why I'm not an NFL player. Okay,
You
Packers,
gotta,
Saints.
you gotta wipe the dust off. You gotta wipe the dust off 3 times, and then the
One,
first down.
two, three.
First down. And
Down.
you can change up the hands. You can do
Last
whatever.
time I saw you, you were teaching me this. I remember, like, remember this?
I do.
I'm glad we ran that back. Now go run it back to a Super Bowl. Go get your first Super Bowl.
Yes, ma'am, will do. Thank you.